Hi, it's Rex Bolt. Sometimes it's sort of fun to spice up our mystery and thriller fiction by incorporating real life events into the action. And there was a notorious serial murderer in the North Bay area back in the 1960s, the Zodiac, and he still has not been named or caught. 50 years later, they're getting close now with DNA. They may come up with something, but he kind of really terrorized the Bay Area. Anybody that grew up during that period, remembers the situation well. And so I'm writing one of my novels. My character comes back to San Francisco for a 25th high school reunion, and he happens to be staying with an old classmate who lives in the neighborhood where the Zodiac committed one of his crimes. In fact, his only San Francisco crime. And the person he's staying with casually mentioned there, somehow the subject comes up. The person casually mentions, "Oh yeah, Dirk saw him that night." And my character's thinking, "What? What is this?" And it turns out that a neighbor, who was a young man then, was walking a dog and happened to know a guy sort of new to the neighborhood named Mel, and he saw Mel walking, nervously, sort of dashing off into the Presidio that night. And for whatever reason, the police, they checked it out, but they didn't really take this guy seriously. He took too long to report it, and he had a drinking problem and so forth. Anyway, this is all in my fiction, but it was kind of fun to run with it. So what I figure I'm going to do is have my character then try to track down the famous Zodiac killer through clues. And it starts with an apartment where he was seen, where this guy Dirk had seen him visiting someone. And so then the old-fashioned way, they check apartment rolls from way back then, and they get one lead. Somebody might have known that person, and then they trace it to the guy might have been from Brisbane, and then he goes down there and goes through old high school yearbooks in the basement of an old administrative building, and so on and so forth, and tries to track the guy down. And that's sort of fun. That way, you're bringing something true to life into your fiction, and you're fictitiously trying to go at it and solve it. And so that's just one more little wrinkle to kind of keep things fresh, and also too, I think it resonates with the reader if you can occasionally bring in a real life event. It kind of puts them there. It makes it real. It makes it timely. Okay,